start it out.
Welcome, everybody. It's another exciting edition of The Sports Hole. I'm your host, Luke. With me, as always, XFL Jim, ass cancer, Maddie Goldberg.
That's correct.
Potential ass cancer.
We
haven't confirmed it yet.
Stool, or at least on the TP, so we don't know.
A little dry blood. Not
Maddie,
like...
there's like blood every other time that I wipe.
Okay, so I shouldn't be worried.
Jim, what are you wiping with, or how hard are you wiping?
Toilet paper.
Wiping with sandpaper?
No,
Yeah.
Toilet paper. Well, it's a lot of
grit toilet
it's a lot
paper
of
are you
it's
using?
a lot of gas stations.
I think it was a
Like,
log.
at home, it's fine because we have a bidet and it's pretty nice and soft.
Great way to
toilet
start
paper.
the show out.
But like, it's a lot of gas stations when I'm at work.
Oh yeah, I did a cross country road trip. I got kind of I got a little fetish for shitting in gas stations. It's
Do you
really
think
weird.
it is the toilet paper? Because I got this new toilet paper. This is the first time I've ever had a little blood on the toilet paper. But do you think it's because I don't have like the usual softy stuff?
How much have you been shitting?
I go once a day. Very
Okay,
normal,
just once?
very normal looking poops. Very, nothing special. I mean, I'm crazy. Like,
Because I was gonna say if you went like 4 times in a day, maybe you're just wiping it raw.
No, once a day.
Maddie, you can your toilet's right next to your sink too. You can create
I'm
a
gonna
wet
get a
wipe
colonoscopy.
on the spot too.
That is true.
Yeah, get a colonoscopy though. You're
Or at least the color guard.
yeah.
We'll do that first.
Yeah, Cologuard works too. There's
Yep.
I don't know what your insurance is, but most insurance have some version of that. So
No, I got it. My doctor gave it to me. I just never handed in the test.
well, you like hand it to him
It's like
personally.
Jim Craig in the movie Miracle. Like, I got the test. I never took the test.
It would be kind of funny to wrap it up like a gift and mail it that way.
But I got a good, I don't know about that. But I got a good Jimbo story.
Oh,
Okay.
Does Jim even know
Thanks.
about this Jim story?
No.
I don't.
So my brother-in-law, Luke just complimented my brother-in-law's movie. He made it with his cousin. And I kill it for his cousin with betting. Like, I gave him the Super Bowl. I gave him the MVP. I gave him the Seahawks. He said, and he's like, I've hit like 6 bets in a row with him. And he's like, I tell people about the legend of your handicapping. I don't give him all my picks. I give him my best picks. And he goes to me, the story I tell people about, he goes, he was like, I was losing a lot of bets and I had about 40, 50 bucks in my thing. And you text me and you're like, it's the beginning of the XFL season. You're like, take this team. They're going to win the championship. I think it was Texas or
Was
the
this
Renegades?
this would have been 2023?
Yeah, so it was the Renegades or something.
It was the Renegades.
So I didn't tell him that I got a tip from a little birdie or a big birdie, but I just tell him like, hey, like I got a good feeling this team's gonna do it. If you want to put a little money, he goes, I put money in my thing. A few months later, I noticed I have about $500. I'm like, how the hell did this happen? And I didn't have the nerve to tell him that it was from somebody else, but that's pretty legendary.
The Renegades future pick, and like I doubled down middle of the season when they were like 500.
Yeah.
I got like 17 to 1 on them, and that's one of the best futures I've ever had. That or
what was it? It was like 16 to 1 at a certain time.
Yeah, it was down to like 16, 17 to 1. 2023 was crazy.
Yeah.
Having 2 spring football leagues in 1 year we'll never have that again.
That's just the golden era.
Because that was like XFL started literally February, week after Super Bowl. So it'd be in like the middle of the XFL season right now.
Yeah.
And then like, I think week 8 of the XFL season, the USFL started up.
I mean, I could have told him, I was like, oh, that's XFL Jim, but I wanted to act like I was more of a big shot than I was. So I was just like, yep.
Speaking of spring football, DTR down in the UFL now.
Does
Oh,
it start
really?
this
Yeah,
Monday?
I think he's on Orlando. No, that starts at the end of this month.
Exciting.
DTR is
Dorian Thompson Robinson.
so he was a wide receiver, right?
No, he was a quarterback for the Browns.
Oh yeah,
We went to
wow.
UCLA.
Yeah, he was awesome at UCLA.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
fun as hell.
Yeah, he didn't do too well on the Browns. Now that I think about it.
No one does well at the
I was gonna
Browns.
say nobody does well in the Browns.
Maybe this will
But
revive his career. Who's he with
that
now? Tampa, you said? Or
The Orlando Storm, I believe.
that is the
Orlando
legend of
Storm.
XFL Jim, though.
Yeah, I got a bunch of content lined up for this month. I think what I'm gonna do
That's
is like
awesome.
film a bunch and then release it. Depending on how many, if I have like 8 videos, I'll do 8 videos, like a video a day, 8 days before the start of the season.
Like
So-
the 8 days of Christmas.
Yeah,
later,
exactly.
later in the episode, we're going to be breaking down Soul Power, the story of the ABA, the documentary that's
Awesome.
currently
It's been
on
a great
Amazon.
documentary.
Jim, now, and we'll save the in-depth discussion for later. But when you're watching this thing, does it kind of do you see the UFL comparisons and things like that?
I definitely see, especially like if you look back at like even the World Football League back in the day,
USFL.
or
Yeah.
like the 1980s
It's the
USFL
absolute
specifically.
USFL.
Yeah,
Because the
But even, like-
USFL had an instant replay, 2-point conversions.
yep. And then even like the XFL in 2001 had the Steadicam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the XFL had some
2020 they got the new kickoff from the XFL.
No, it's cool
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
competition's always good. Like it's weird in sports, you would like all the talent in one spot, but then when it's just a monopoly, it can stay stagnant.
borrow
It's
a
not
little.
beholden to the fans anymore because
Yep.
where else are they going to go?
You
know,
can
so-
also borrow a little.
Yeah, so alternative leagues are always helpful, even if they can't directly compete with the main league.
They're breeding
always-
grounds for innovation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This Maddie sent this out earlier. This was pretty fantastic. We're gonna
Take a
play
bunch of
clip
pictures like a
Shia LaBeouf. He had his heart broken by Mike Piazza and has never gotten over it. He's not happy about it.
fucking like I'm a golden retriever or a governor or something like that because I like what it does for people's lives. I remember trying to get Mike Piazza's autograph, motherfucker. You know what I mean? For my whole life, Mike Piazza.
Were you waiting outside the fence?
Every day, this guy, bro. We used to go to these Dodger games. Big Brothers program used to give these tickets out. You go fucking Dodger game.
How was the experience of, going to jail and everything like that?
All cute, like fun, like whatever.
absolutely.
Like
It's a reel or whatever.
take a
so
bunch
it,
of pictures like a
You gotta do
fucking,
that.
like I'm a golden
I have it on my
retriever
phone.
sign. Mike Piazza.
Just a cold
Mike
heart.
Piazza, you're a bitch, bro.
That one of the greatest sports stories of the year. if
How
not
many
the
times
sports
do you think
story
he
of the year.
rejected signing up?
Every day, bro. I did it I used to go out there 90 times probably. Rejected me 90 times. So what it did was, I'm going to sign them all. So when I got on, it was like, yo, fuck Mike Piazza.
So you don't turn down any pictures?
Never, ever. Not unless I'm with my kid or I'm eating some food or I'm chasing some ass.
Because you feel like you're helping people, validating.
Yeah, what did God do it for? Why did he do it? Why did he do this to me? You know what I mean? What is the purpose?
So when G says a label, man, I gotcha, but I'm still coast to coast like I'm Mike Piazza.
Damn, we might get copyright struck for that rap at the end.
So what I was thinking though, he says he signs autographs all the time, except for when he's with his kid, he's eating, or he's chasing ass.
Yeah.
What else would you be doing outside? So therefore, he doesn't sign autographs.
Maddie, some people leave the house for other reasons.
What else would you leave the house for?
Run to get some
That's one of the
groceries
best clips of all time, and I feel bad for Mike because that he was like 24 on the Dodgers. He's a good-looking guy. He's their star. He's like, whatever. If he doesn't want to sign autographs, that's on him. But he's now in his 50s, and he's catching strays in this interview, like, where somebody's calling him a bitch. He's like, what did I do?
It's Shia LaBeouf, dude. And Shia LaBeouf's like he's off the wagon again. So
Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf is awesome, by the way. He's already been arrested in Mardi Gras,
I heard.
then got back out, went right back to Mardi Gras, and then he keeps talking about chasing ass. Like, I was just chasing ass, and like people beat him up.
I love
Like,
I
He
love
just
that they're
keeps coming
keeping that
back.
alive. Keep saying chasing ass alive.
It's just wild that like he usually is like you sign autographs when you shouldn't sign autographs, like you go out of your way, but it's pretty funny. Really great
Well,
interview.
also remember these are like Shia was in the Big Brother program or whatever
Yeah.
so he was like I don't know. I think he had a kind of a weird upbringing and kind of got shoved into
I'm pretty sure
Hollywood.
he had a. Didn't he make a movie about that where he played his dad?
Uh, yes, I think
When I
Yeah.
was when I was a little kid, I'd go to Shea, and I where the players come out, and there's just hundreds of kids, and sometimes it's like, I mean, you should sign some autographs, but if you're gonna sign, like, you could be there for hours. You might be
yeah.
tired. You might need to get home for some reason. I mean, you could be there for hours signing stuff. And
I'm not gonna knock an athlete for not signing autographs. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah, I get that. They don't
Yeah.
owe you anything, but
They
also
really
it's
don't.
like, but what are you without these fans?
Oh,
I know, I
yeah.
know. But sometimes it's like, yeah, Mike Piazza's 24. He's living in LA. He's a bachelor. He's probably having the time of his life, and you don't give a shit. Like, and I'm not gonna say he didn't or he does. I don't know. I mean, that's just Shia LeBeof. I mean, somebody might haven't. I got Mike's autograph back then. He was nothing but a gentleman. Who knows?
I mean, you feel bad for Mike Piazza catching strays, but uh, if you refer to someone as a homosexual, what's your nickname for them, Maddie?
Well, in the Dabbleverse, it's a Piazza by Lenny Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra said they would call gay guys Piazzas. Just
Now-
quoting, quote unquote, the great Lenny
But
Dykstra.
wait, okay. So I remember, back in the Dirty Sports days, that they had a whole show talking about how Mike Piazza he held a press conference to announce he
wasn't
was
gay,
not
yeah.
gay. That was true,
Yes,
right?
that is absolutely true.
It's
As a
hard to
matter-
find
That's
anything about
amazing.
that on the online.
Oh, you can find it. Oh, there, you look it up right now. There's
I
probably a
couldn't
YouTube
find anything
video.
last time I checked.
If you Google image, there was a rumor that he was dating a New York weatherman when he was on the Mets
It's very specific.
by the name of Sam Champion.
Oh,
and that
okay,
was
now
like-
it's funny.
Champion.
Now I can find it everywhere. Back a few years ago, I couldn't find anything on it.
So Sam Champion, if you look it up, was rumored
That's a
to
great
date.
name.
But he's married now, so I don't know how true any of this is.
You can still maybe he's a swinger.
It's called a beard.
The John Travolta thing, I mean, a lot of people, think he had an arranged marriage with Kelly Preston. I don't know.
Well, they're all dead now, except for John. He's around, but yeah, I don't know. That was also an interview with from Andrew Callaghan. How do you say his name? Callahan or
Callahan.
Callahan?
Callahan.
What is that? All Gas No Brakes was the original channel or something, or
Yeah, now it's Channel 5 News.
Channel
'Cause-
5?
Yeah, because I think All Gas No Brakes got absorbed by
Yeah, and then,
HBO.
well, he
it was,
had
it was a
like
whole
that-
deal.
That sex scandal.
Yeah, it was a sex scandal, but it was just he's a weird guy. That was the scandal.
Right. He sounded like he's just kind of awkward.
Like he
but
never
then
actually
funny.
assaulted or anything. Yeah, he was just
Right.
weird around women.
Well, Shannon Sharp has his own show now, which
Club
is
Shay Shay, baby.
He's had
I
that for a
watch it
long
sometimes.
time. I like
I
that he's
see-
canceled
Club
because
Shay.
Club Shay Shay needs to remain like non.
I seen John Elway on it, and I saw Johnny Football did a good interview on it, and then he does stuff with Chad Ochocinco.
John, tell me, what was it like when you murdered your friend at the golf course?
I do love that one.
I don't think they got into that.
You guys, are you watching the NFL combines? Who
No.
won? Who won the
I
combines?
get clips. The guy who set a world record for the broad jump.
This is the dumbest shit.
That's a sick thing to do at the combine.
Yeah, it's a sick thing to do at the Olympics.
It's a sick thing
Yeah,
to do
I
at
agree.
the
When
combine
are
where
you
he's
just
not
going to
even
sit
trying.
there and do a broad jump on the field?
That's just a sick thing to have happen.
This is
A
like,
world
it's like a
record?
high school obstacle course. Who cares?
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not a. I just.
Also, I feel like
to
just
me, it's-
everyone's so fast now that the
It's
40
not
times don't
entertaining.
matter.
I just don't find it entertaining. I find zero entertainment value in it.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather watch the Japanese like real football than watch drills.
Well, it's funny because there's clips going around of that Arkansas quarterback who ran
Yeah,
like
they
a
said
Taylor
4.3
Green, baby.
Yeah,
4.37.
exactly.
He's a big dude, and they're like comps are to Anthony Richardson and stuff. And I'm like, that's
You're
a
like the
red
guy's a
flag.
bust.
Well,
Of
Taylor Green, I will
course.
say, when people compare to Anthony Richardson, Taylor Green was a 3-year starter, unlike Anthony Richardson had little to no
Yeah, but
experience in college.
Right.
winning the
So there's more of
combine
a
doesn't mean
tape to
anything.
watch on him.
Taylor Green has more tape, and he obviously has the tools, and he's like almost there with his pads. He can throw the ball in the tight windows and do it. It's the
Mhm.
decision making that's his issue.
Well, that's the number one thing you need
Oh,
as a
for
quarterback.
sure.
is
That's why
decision.
I see him projected as like I've seen people be like third to fourth round pick for him.
Well, they get all like
Which
this
I
guy
don't think
won
he'd be
the
upset with a
combine.
backup, like a pretty decent
They
I
backup.
think
say
I would
this
go
guy.
fourth round, but you're
Yeah,
that's
but
a
so wait,
backup.
so
At
wait a
least for
minute.
like 3 years.
You're
you know?
getting
Yeah.
excited over a guy being a good backup? That's
No,
that's
I like
the
hearing.
value of
No, there's
entertainment.
like I like hearing. I don't watch the combine, but I like hearing
Yeah.
stories about players that I liked in college.
Fine, fair enough. But like
Yeah.
for me, I need something more than like,
Oh,
hey,
I
this
don't.
guy.
I don't watch the combine.
Yeah, it's so boring.
I like just hearing the stories from the combine.
Yeah,
Like, what was
I
it? Was
think-
it last year or was it 2 years ago that Rappaport and Schefter got into like almost a scuffle?
I think it's more fun
It was
with
last
the
year.
hearing about weird interviews than are the more exciting part about it than somebody's combine like winning the
Yeah,
broad
that was
jump.
another thing.
Like how Cade Klubnik has the smallest hands in the draft class.
Yeah,
There's,
that's not good.
Makai Lemons, the highly
that's what I
touted
heard.
prospect out of USC, is apparently been disastrous in interviews. I saw like that's team interviews. I saw like an interview on camera, and he clearly was like nervous and like he might have a little social anxiety or something. I don't know, but
And then watch him ball.
Also for me, I just see USC wide receiver. I'm just gonna say he's probably gonna be pretty good.
right.
The
It's
track
like,
record's there, man. I don't know what to say.
and he said his heroes, Amon-Ra St. Brown, another USC guy, but like a guy that definitely was working hard and not a diva, like so that's good. I don't
Yeah.
know. But they're saying it's tanking where teams want to take him now. Like
How the these guys have been studying these players for years.
Well, I don't
They
know.
still
Like,
can't get it right.
like remember with Shador, if you get in there and you're just like an asshole, or you don't seem to care, or
I
something.
feel like I mean, the not caring for sure, but I feel
Right.
like if you're like a weird off guy,
But
it
Shador
works
proved
better
them
for a
all.
wide receiver than it does a quarterback.
Shador proved
Yeah.
them all wrong because he made the All-Star game.
That's
Or
right.
He's all pro.
he's an
Didn't Dylan Gabriel also make
all-pro.
All Pro?
Probably.
he's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he was a Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowler, I should say.
He proved the haters wrong.
That's right. And now he gets to battle it out with Deshaun Watson to see who will be number one on the
But
Browns.
yeah, the combine I just don't really pay attention to.
Well, we did have actual real news. David Montgomery got traded to the Texans for a
I
couple
saw.
of picks and another player. That was probably inevitable. It's hard to.
Yeah, they probably can keep the two of them on.
Yeah.
Gibbs is so good.
Yeah,
They
you
were a
could
good combo. It was like thunder and lightning, but Montgomery's a little older now.
Yeah.
You can draft somebody like him.
No, it's funny because you go back
Gibbs is
like
not-
2-3
Gibbs
years
isn't
and like
replaceable.
Montgomery was so fucking just an anchor on the Lions team, and now Gibbs is slowly took over.
He's a beast.
Majority of the
I mean,
runs.
I
It's
like
still
what
nice
they
to have
did.
a power guy like that.
2
though.
years ago, they wouldn't even put Gibbs in until the second quarter, kind of like
Yeah.
to get those fresh legs going. But he's just too good not to play most of the game.
Yeah,
I mean, he's probably be the number one pick in fantasy next year.
Chiefs are trying to get competitive again. They restructured Mahomes' contract.
Yeah,
They got rid of
watch
Jawaan
out for them
Taylor.
though. They'll be fine.
Yeah, it
You
just
think so? When do you guys think Mahomes is getting back?
Probably beginning of the season.
You think week 1?
Well, I think he won't play in preseason, and I think he'll start week 1.
I'm saying week 3.
I said week
3.
one.
Well, let's have a little bet on that.
With technology, these guys can get back fast.
And drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drugs. That's the big one. Damn.
I wish they would legalize some of these drugs for injuries. You know, the HGHs.
Get a little Toradol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's if they can heal you and you can take them under supervised, a supervised situation, then why not?
You can go get Toradol down in Mexico.
Can you?
Yeah.
No, you can get anything in Mexico.
Yeah, you can just go to the pharmacy in Mexico, grab
I
Toradol.
know a guy that goes and gets his testosterone down there.
But I think the issue is you're not supposed to take it longer than like a week at a time because it just destroys your kidneys.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's it fucks up your kidneys something bad.
So I have a buddy that
these guys though would take 5 years off their life to play an extra, big game or a couple of years in the NFL.
No, they're just shitty years anyways. Come on.
So they say, but
No, I have a friend who would go and get his testosterone down in Mexico, and he's a gay man, right? And he went to the doctor, and the doctor, he had no balls. His balls shrank so much that he got a silicone implant to make it look like he had balls again. Because when your body is not producing testosterone, your balls just shrink because it won't produce it if you're injecting it. So if you guys want to get on some tea, prepare.
You know where to go.
Yeah, you know where to go, and you know you're going to need
I think he'll be back for week one, though. I think so, but you never know. They might not rush him, but he should be back. I can't tell you what week Gardner Minshew will be back. That's the real question.
Well, what week do we think Vince McMahon will be back?
Probably never.
He smashed his Bentley into another car at 100 miles an hour.
Is he trying to commit suicide?
No, he's probably just having a blast because Vince McMahon only knows how to live at one speed, and that's fast as fuck.
Driving at how old is he? Like 78, 80 now?
You think you're going to tell Vince McMahon he can't drive?
How old is he now? 80?
I mean, he's in his 80s. He's 80 on the dot, actually.
He's born in 1947, I take
45.
45, baby.
Wow.
And he's worth $3.6 billion. So
you're not going to tell him shit.
Yeah, you can fuck shit up when that's like fuck you money, beyond fuck you money. You can fuck up a lot of people like that. No consequences.
He was wrestling in his 50s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The dude was a G.
I'm Vince McMahon.
Let me traffic.
You're fired.
Show me your finishing move, and then I'm going to traffic you.
Yeah.
I want to see you pee on this mat.
Yeah.
You know what? For as bad of an accident, how fast he was going, he looks all right.
There's always rumors that he's going to get in the bed with the AEW or start a new wrestling company. That's always like the rumor.
God,
he better move fast because, he's 80.
I've tried to get into WWE. I can't get into it. It's so bad. Maybe it's just the business has changed, but I just can't.
They did it in Saudi Arabia again. They had another the Guy Royal Rumble or some shit.
I think it was the same night.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was empty.
So I think them and UFC are now owned by TKO, which is also owned by a big Saudi share.
Boy.
And they're really, the business models are getting shittier and shittier because the Saudis basically supplement everything. So you don't even have to worry about your fans anymore because you're getting Saudi money because they just want to look like they're normal people.
Sure.
To the world. But yeah, Vince McMahon, Godspeed, my friend.
I'm Vince McMahon. You're fired.
Oh, so we have a Mark Sanchez update. I know you guys were.
Yeah, I heard.
I did see this, and honestly, it made me respect him way more.
Yeah.
He's a tank. Hell.
So Mark Sanchez accused of being under the influence of cocaine, fentanyl, marijuana, and alcohol during life-altering brawl. So he beat up a guy like a truck driver a few months ago.
With a lot of substances.
But
That's
4 for
every
4.
substance.
4 for 4, baby.
Yeah. That's a grand
I
slam.
mean, it's.
There's pictures
I
of
would-
the guy he beat up.
What?
And it is nasty.
I saw it in the hospital, right?
Was it right after he had gotten done announcing, or was it what day was it?
No, it was the day before. He was going to announce the next
He was
day.
so he was on all of that, and then was going to turn around and announce a football game the next day.
It's
Well,
crazy.
my guess is that he basically was trying to blow a few lines and they were tainted with fentanyl. It was,
Probably.
I don't know. That's why it's not fun anymore for me. I mean, like, you've got to test your shit. It sounds like he didn't test his shit. And he's lucky to be alive, too, because fentanyl.
Absolutely.
No,
If you've
fentanyl
got the
put you.
wrong
Yeah,
chemistry, it'll fucking kill you right away.
that's what the marijuana was for.
Yeah.
Right. You got to even the keel, man. Even the keel. The guy he beat up, though, oh, it is nasty. I mean, the guy,
I
he's
saw
an
the
older
picture.
gentleman. He was in a neck brace, just
I saw it, yeah.
bruised and bloodied all over.
Yeah.
This guy's definitely going to take a lot of wealth from Mark Sanchez. Just think of that, though. It's like one of those things where you're like, I just want to, go party a little bit. I'm a little bored in a different town before I do this announcing. And then next thing you know,
Indiana's
you
got
wake
to
up
be
in
boring.
jail.
Yeah, Indiana's got to be boring, I guess.
Oh, Indiana! Indiana sucks, dude. I've been there a few times. It's a very quiet. Indianapolis is a very quiet, place. Not much fun.
Apparently, it's a blast.
I mean, when I was there, I guess I can't fully speak for it because I only spent one night there. But we were like driving and walking around. We couldn't find shit to do. Like, it was a little underwhelming. But Anthony Richardson
probably
wants
go
to
to
get out of
rehab.
there. He wants to seek a trade.
Yeah, we'll go to rehab. But yeah, hold on. I'm going to just pee real fast.
I've never been, so I have no opinion on the city of Indianapolis. But if you can get what Mark Sanchez could get, seems like a great spot.
All that shit probably comes from Chicago anyway. So
Honestly, probably. It made me respect him so much more.
yeah, like he just loved to let loose.
Well, the fact that he was going to turn around and announce it, like if he had never gotten into that brawl,
Right.
what would he have looked like that next day?
Don't know.
I want to see that. I want to see that footage. I want it so.
I mean, Mark
bad.
Sanchez looked fine in his mugshot.
Yeah, like
Pretty as ever.
an absolute tank of a human.
It's like you could never, I mean, like, it's a guy who had everything anybody could ever want. Good looking, all great athlete, successful pro career, and then transitioned right into announcing, which pays a lot of money too, keeps you busy. Like, I mean, everything you could ever fucking want, and just beats up an old man, gets ripped, and that's it.
That's all it takes.
That's
it takes
it.
one
I mean,
moment.
who knows? Maybe he'll find a way back. He's still young, but it's hard to come back from that, though. Man, are you done tinkling?
What's up?
Was there any blood in your piss?
No blood in my
That's what
pee.
you would worry about.
But my blood is no, my pee is very like golden yellow because I'm taking a vitamin.
All right, we'll drink some water too.
Yeah. Well, it gets smaller as the day goes on, but it's the third day I've taken this new multivitamin
What is it? What are you taking it for?
just to be healthy.
All right.
Yeah, a little daily multivitamin.
Yeah,
Doesn't hurt
why not?
nobody.
Multi.
Yeah, for Trader Joe's.
Little multi.
Yeah.
This was really funny. You know that basketball player Luke Cornett?
Sure.
I
Yeah,
heard
I know NBA. I'm the NBA guy. Sure. Yes. Yes.
He was mostly known on the
Oregon, right?
yeah, and he was on the Celtics. He's a big, tall, goofy.
Yep.
goofy
I'm
guy.
seeing the picture.
Yeah, I think he plays in San Antonio now, but
He does.
So Atlanta Hawks apparently were doing a promotional night with Magic City. Magic City is
I love that.
a
By the
strip
way,
club in the area. So this is pretty cool. It's Atlanta's premier strip club.
it's not just Atlanta's premier strip club. To be fair, it's like America's.
Really?
It's like one of the, because I think Atlanta is widely regarded as like the best stripper city in the country.
Okay.
And
You bet.
that's the best strip club in the best city.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, it's like top
I
two.
didn't know that. I didn't know that. But Luke Cornett apparently objects to strip clubs. And he
He's super
wrote,
religious.
yeah, he wrote an open letter saying the NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this best basketball league in the world. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers,
Doesn't
and partners.
90% of the players go to them though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Allowing this
Yeah,
night
they
to
do.
go forward without protest would reflect poorly on us as an NBA community, specifically in being complicit in the potential objectification and mistreatment of women in our society. Yeah.
He's
Whatever.
got principles, but I just think
It's hard
a
to
losing,
like, I mean, I'm
losing
like, he's
battle.
kind of right. I don't know. I could never imagine an NBA team actually doing this, especially, after the Me Too movement and all that. But
I mean, I guess the fact that it is like women in adult entertainment at that point is a little bit different, but like they
Yeah.
already have, you can't signal up the NBA as like a virtuous thing when all they're doing is like advertising booze, gambling, and like dick
I
pills.
agree with that. Yeah. I mean, he should
Like-
be protesting that. Like, gambling destroys lives. I've seen you too.
Way more
I
than
know how that
going to a
works.
strip club. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A
Alcoholism,
lot of people
booze.
would assume that the women have the upper hand. Like they're taking money from dumb men.
Well,
I can't
think
tell you
there's
how
a
many
big-
dumb guys give these girls money and think
Well, the
the
issue
girls
with
like
that, Maddie, is it's not like it's the people that employ the women. Sometimes it's like an advantageous position.
Well, is it like,
Yeah.
are they being, that's why it's hard to get that distinction between trafficked and sex worker,
No,
How
but
do-
not
and
even
I'm
not even that.
trying to-
I'm not even saying that. Like the strip club in one of the towns over here, the girls have to pay like $50 a night to dance.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like,
they
and
have
that-
like
and that-
barber
and that
chairs, like you
sucks.
rent.
Yeah,
your
it's
you rent the
exactly
pole?
like that. You have to pay for stage time,
That sucks. And
you only make the money you make.
but I'm saying a lot
So,
of
like,
women
if
who
you
are
made
strippers
$60 that night, you only made 10.
say it's a very empowering
It's like
job.
a bringer show.
Yeah,
Exactly. A
like
lot of women
it
are-
definitely can be. It's just like any other job.
Yeah.
So like a woman might say who's a stripper is like, I love my job.
Oh
I
yeah,
take pride in my job.
I bet.
I can't
bet.
speak for anybody, but I can just say like there's somebody that might think that and like how dare you? Like you're hurting my business. I have an opportunity to make a lot more money to feed my family, and you're trying to tell me that like I can't we can't
those
do
women,
this in the
those women can
NBA?
make bank if they're good at a good spot. Those women
So
will
like
make more than we'll.
I,
You
I
think,
get morality, but a lot of the women that are doing it would probably not like him, Steve, because they're gonna lose out on this.
Do you think that the promotion will include the wings from Magic City? That
Are the wings good? I don't
that's
know.
you don't remember that story from like 5 to 7 years ago?
That somebody on some podcast, the basketball player was like saying how good the wings were.
I don't think it was on a podcast. I thought it was during COVID. One of the players like broke out of the bubble to go to Magic City, and like he
Get
said
the
the wings
wings.
are really good.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
see if I can-
awesome. It's awesome.
see if
that
I
he
can
went
find the
just
story.
for the wings.
It was Mike Piazza.
Oh, he
It
wouldn't
was-
go there.
It was Lou Williams.
Oh yeah.
You know, sports has come a long way, man. COVID seemed like it was yesterday, didn't it? Like we had the bubbles, we had baseball games with nobody there, we had football games with nobody there.
That was a wild year.
The-
Yep, so
the-
here- Lou
Wow.
Williams violated COVID-19 protocols while in the Orlando bubble by visiting the renowned Magic City Strip Club in Atlanta for food during an excused personal absence. He said the wings were really good. There were pictures of him at the club where he was there to pick up his favorite wings. He was forced to do a 10-day quarantine because of this.
So he literally just did go and pick up the wings. He didn't like.
No, I mean, there was other photos of him at the
Right.
club too.
Okay.
But
Okay.
he, yeah.
I think he just came to get the wings.
Yeah. Nah. I'm surprised James Harden never played in Atlanta yet.
I follow a TikTok guy that goes to different towns and reviews strip club food.
Oh really?
Yeah, he reviews the food and whatnot. He went to one that had a buffet. He went to one that had a buffet, but he said, I forget which one. I think it was in Detroit somewhere. He said the steak dinner was actually pretty good.
Is the food good or is the food usually bad?
It's probably dependent on the environment, but I can tell you this: no matter whether it's good or bad, it's going to be overpriced.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know. I would maybe get some mozzarella sticks at a place like that. I don't know about having a real meal.
I'd fuck it. I'll eat a real meal anywhere. I don't give a fuck.
You guys gonna watch the World Baseball Classic?
No.
It's a little, not a lot. Very little.
I'm gonna get ahead of that.
I'll try to get into it, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm bored.
See, that's why I like our show because we don't try to pretend we watch everything and like
If they
everything.
paid me, I would say, yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
I watch the only baseball I watch since I'm an alternative league guy. I watch the Savannah Bananas.
Oh my god.
Did you say they sold out Florida State Stadium?
They sell out
They
everywhere.
sell out everywhere.
Everywhere they go. I mean, I remember when I heard about this thing like 3-4 years ago. I'm like, what is this? And then when I looked it
It's
up,
crazy. It's
it's
crazy to
great
see
though.
Comiskey, the new
Again,
Comiskey Park.
this is
They can't.
clearly not a direct competition to MLB, but perhaps MLB will find ways to incorporate some fun, friendly things they do into their
I've
game.
never seen more than 100 people at the new Comiskey Park, and yet the Savannah team was there last year. You couldn't have it. There wasn't a seat in the house.
Mm.
Can't sell out a baseball game. Or can't
Right.
even get 10,000 people to go to a baseball game in the south side of Chicago.
I respect them a lot. They're fan first. You know, it's a fan first league.
Yeah.
They turned down TV deals, or they accepted TV deals, but they still get to broadcast their games on YouTube for free.
Yep.
For the real fans. So I think there's a lot of integrity there with that league, even though it's just a goofy kind of league. But I think it's cool. So, one other sports bit before we get to our review of Soul Power. Jonte Porter, you may remember him, banned from the NBA for gambling. I think he even spent some time in the clink for that, for fixing games, his
The brother
over-unders.
of the other guy.
Banned for life, and
Yeah.
he is now a member of the USLBL, assuming that's the United States Basketball League, for the Seattle Superhawks. Apparently, it's
I like
a
that
newly,
name. I like the name of that team. I'm just gonna come out and say that.
I like that.
The
How about
Superhawks.
how about
Right.
the Seattle Sea Sonics?
So
It'd be
apparently, this
better.
was a league back in the day, United States Basketball League, and they've sort of recreated this league. So who knows? Might be kind of
Cool
fun.
name.
I've never heard of the USBL,
They've already got their Shoeless Joe Jackson.
the United States Basketball League. Have they already played a season, or like what's up? What is this?
Oh, actually, Porter hasn't even been to jail. He pleaded guilty, but he hasn't been in 2024, but he hasn't been sentenced yet. He's expected to get 3 to 4 years in prison when he's sentenced.
It's a lot of time.
Jesus.
That's a lot of time.
Okay,
Mm.
so it got revived. It started. This is the first year that it's coming back. There was a thing back in the 80s. It was a spring basketball league, and then now it's coming back.
Okay.
So we've got the Lilac City Legends in Spokane, Salem Capitals in Oregon, Seattle Superhawks, Vancouver Bears, Yakima Heat,
Sounds like it's all upper.
Yakima. What's Yakima?
Yakima, Washington,
It sounds like it's all the same area.
Yakima?
Bakersfield Majestics, the Los Angeles Blue Waves, and the San Diego Surf. It's all West Coast, and it's all like northern West Coast for the most part. It's actually just all West Coast.
Okay. Well, that's smart. I think it's smart to do that, to make it regional first.
And only 4 of the teams have head coaches right now
All right.
announced.
Maybe I'll coach a team.
And there's another team announced in Wenatchee, Washington, for 2027. This sounds like an arena football league. Just kind of springing
Sounds
up.
like a
Yeah, it's all in
playground
the
football league.
upper Washington area too.
But there's
Canada,
also like LA and San Diego. It's old and Bakersfield. So it's all just the West Coast.
West Coast.
Yeah, it's like mid to southern Cal. It's like mid to southern California, and then the northwest.
Well, whatever they're doing, they should try to emulate the spirit of the ABA. That's right. We're going to talk about Soul Power. Right now.
Soul Power.
Currently airing on Amazon. We're going to cover episodes 1 and 2 tonight. We'll follow up the rest of it next week. If you're unfamiliar with the American Basketball Association, it was big in the 60s and 70s. And from that league, that was a direct competitor to the NBA. We got the three-point shot. We got faster play, the slam dunk contest, and the
white, blue ball.
tradition of dressing up for games.
And the red and white blue ball.
Red, white, and blue ball.
Yep.
Which
I also just feel like an attitude that the NBA didn't have at the time.
Absolutely. No, the NBA was sort of integrated, but not really. They sort of had these quotas with black players. Like you would have one or so, but you didn't really want to have more than that. And ABA was like a lot of the players were describing it as the first really integrated work place in the country. So it was groundbreaking on a societal front as well. Yeah. This has been pretty cool so far. I getting to learn in depth on these things you've just sort of heard about from passing. It was produced by, this is a great trio, George Carl, Dr. J, and Common. I think that's
George Carl played in it.
Yeah,
and Dr. J.
It's a great, just like the
Good
flow
history.
of the documentary too.
Yeah.
More of a salacious documentary, but it's a very good history.
Yeah, there's a lot you can learn about, what's going on in the country at the time.
Yeah.
So at the time, the NBA was kind of boring. It was basically just a center-driven league. You drive, you'd take the ball down. Once you threw it into the center, it wasn't going back out. It was basically just going to.
They always got to show the Celtics too, as like this industrial team of like, robotic moves.
Oh yeah. NBA legend George Mikan was the commissioner. And essentially they knew from the start their goal was to merge with the NBA. And they had a much flashier style of play. They really sort of adopted a bit more of the playground pizzazz, I guess as you'd say. It was cool. It was cheap to get started. It was only $5,000 to start a team, which is only $44,000 in today's money, which means like if a few of us got together, maybe we could
super
create a team.
One of the most affordable like leagues to jump into I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to pay the players and there's operating costs, but just to get up and off the ground, it was only $5,000. Had some funny owners in it. Pat Boone was a part owner of the Oakland Oaks.
I love that.
One of the first big moves they did was to poach Rick Barry from the NBA. And
that's such bullshit that the NBA strong-armed him. And God, that part pissed me off, man.
Yeah, you can see how slimy these leagues are. I mean, both of them tried terrible contracts with their players, and really players didn't have a lot of leverage back in the day. And you see the need for unions in something like that. And so it was kind of an underdog league. So you had a lot of players who couldn't get in the NBA or were looked over by the NBA to show their stuff in the ABA. There was fights like every night. It was like a hockey game. Fights every night. And one of the funniest, the owners would fight, the coaches would fight. My favorite rule is that if there was a fight and you didn't get off the bench to go help your teammates, you got fined.
Yeah. They know entertainment.
That is fucking fantastic. The NBA, I will say this. I I know why they've sort of cracked down on that, but it's fun just to let them throw some punches once in a while. It
Mm-hmm.
really is. None of them ever land. You get very few clean punches, anyways. No one ever really gets rocked except for Rudy Tomjanovich. But for the
No,
most part,
you just get
uh,
a bunch of guys into like a pile, start shoving.
yeah, that's it. Just do it. So we had Connie Hawkins, who was banned from the NBA for game fixing, like Jonte Porter, apparently. He was game fixing in college. Um, and then
Allegedly.
allegedly, well, yeah, he was denying it. I think I know some other people on his team apparently were wrapped up in that. But he got a home in the ABA and became a big star, and that actually legitimized him again. So after a couple of years in the ABA, they allowed him to jump back into the NBA or into the NBA.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
issue with these league challengers. You get your best players, you build them up and whatnot, then they just jump for the big leagues.
Yeah, that sucks with
That
any
sucks.
small business, you know. I mean, it even happens like in these pro sports now with the teams. You know, you get smaller teams and people want to go
Yep.
to bigger markets. They get paid more. That's why a lot of people probably hate the Dodgers right now.
Yeah.
There was so many. There's a lot of just great cast of characters in this league. One of the funnier ones was Warren Jabali, who was like this, militant Black Panther kind of guy. And there's a story of him ripping off a teammate's underwear in the locker room, just right off his ass because it was made out of cotton.
Yep. Only tiny whities.
Gotta be polyester, bitch.
That's right. No silk
Leather,
underwear in the CB or the
Oh,
ABA.
silk would have been okay.
denim
Uh,
underwear. That's what they need.
Sandpaper underpants.
So they had a big moment. Kareem was, Olu Alcindor at the time, who became changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the biggest college star ever, and he was getting ready to declare, and the ABA was going to get him. They basically were going to present $1 million check to him. They said if they sent George Mikan to talk to him and get the contract signed. Um, and Kareem didn't sign with them, and all the signs were pointing he wanted to go there. He wanted to play in New York. They had a New York team there for him. The Nets, I think, were in New York at the
Yeah,
time.
New York
Yep.
Nets.
And Mikan blew it, and they say he may have even not taken that $1 million and just sort of tried to lowball him or give him
Yeah.
a lower offer. And I mean, this would be like if all the teams in the NFL, like their Seahawks and the Rams or whomever, and all these other teams are like, whoever this guy is, we're all going to combine and pay his salary. That's what this approach
Yep.
was, just because it would have been so important for the league as a whole. Fucked it up. So Kareem ended up going to Milwaukee in the NBA, and that was a huge blow because they were starting to make noise, and this really would have
That would have been huge, especially
yeah,
for a sport
elevated
like
the
basketball.
status of the league quite a bit. So they
Was a
whiffed
big
on
fuck up.
that. One thing that the ABA did that was cool was they were like going, okay, well, we can't get these guys coming out, but we can draft underclassmen. So back in the day, you had to play like all 4 years of college. It was the rule. It's similar to like the 3-year rule in NFL now, and I think it's just a 1-year rule.
Speaking of
2 years.
the 3-year
I think
rule
it's
in it is 3 years
three.
for college football. Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah.
I think
freshman,
it's
junior.
three.
Yeah, that was started because the USFL was starting to snag juniors
There you go.
in the 80s.
Hmm.
So ABA was like, okay, what can we do? How can we compete? So they started going after
Get
underclassmen.
these guys paid early.
Yeah, these dudes, and some of them, you hear their stories. It's like uh, their moms will be like literally
Very young man.
picking cotton in cotton fields to get by. And the guy's like, fuck that. So these guys needed to get paid. So Spencer Haywood was the first big guy, the underclassman they got. He went to
He
the
was putting up
Nuggets. He
huge
went to
numbers.
Denver.
Yeah.
Then he got there and they tried to give him a bogus contract, some bullshit contract, and he fucking bounced and went to the NBA. This was weird too, because then when he goes to the NBA and they're like, well, yeah, well, you're here, but you should still be in college because technically you're in that still in that 4 year window past high school, you know.
Yes.
Um, and he actually took him to court and sued and said it was illegal work practices for them to limit their workforce like that. And he won and he got to join. So I don't quite know how all that stuff works now legally. I
Well,
mean,
now people are suing to stay in college longer.
that's what we're getting now. Very bizarro world because some people can only thrive in
Isn't it
college.
weird how time has changed?
Yeah, Jim, how long do you think until Diego Pavia ends up in
Is he at the
The
combine? Not to
UFL?
change the subject.
Yeah, he
Probably not.
is.
Yeah, I forget what his numbers were. How long until he's in the UFL? Give him 3 years.
So you think he's actually going to make a squad in the NFL this year?
He might be a
I think
practice. I mean,
I
he
think
could.
he'll get drafted, but then he'll
He'll get a
find
spot.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, so we won over the antitrust laws. We had Julius Irving, Dr. J, enter the scene, another underclassman.
Doctors.
And he went to the ABA and just started dominating like right away. Um, and even participated in 1971. The players from both leagues organized an all-star league matchup in the Astrodome.
I love that.
This
I
was
love
so
that
cool.
so much.
And the owners from the NBA were like, no way, fuck that. Because they had nothing to gain by this, you know, but they played. The ABA only lost by 5 points. And then everybody's like, oh, that's a real league. So
Yep.
legitimized what they were doing
Yeah.
by able to play, you know, playing the NBA.
Sometimes things need each other, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean that's that again is a paradox with sports. You want competition in everything, you know, for the consumer, for the worker, but sports just kind of works better if everybody's in one league. But then you don't have competition. They don't
It
have to
builds
do.
itself to a monopoly. Like
Yeah,
it's
and
yeah.
then I mean you see it with the NFL trying to do everything they can to milk everything just for profit, completely losing touch with the fans and the fan experience. Just you know, private equities involved, but these were a little simpler times. So Dr. J starts ascending. He's playing for the Virginia Squires, not the Billy Squires, the Virginia Squires, and he's doing great. They had basically they lost their top scorer just before the playoffs. He just bolted and went to the NBA, and he dominates. They dominated the Miami Floridians. This was a great. This team looked like the Flint Tropics in semi pro.
Yeah.
If you've watched that movie,
Great movie.
yeah,
Which is
and
loosely based on the ABA.
yeah, it definitely was. I think the teams actually merged with the NBA in the end of that movie
Hmm.
too, except for Flint. um, and then they set up a showdown with Rick Barry, who was playing with the New Jersey Nets at the time. And Dr. J was fantastic, but Rick Barry like turned it on and became the Rick Barry we all know and love today. And they won. Um, the greatest team in the ABA, though, were the Indiana Pacers. They were like the flagship franchise of the ABA. They were like one of the few teams that remained in one city and had the same name. They won 3 out of 9 championships, and they were very integrated too. And they were interviewing these guys. You tell they all just really loved each other. It was really kind of nice. Kind of sucks like when you're Indiana though, and you're like, oh, we've never won an NBA championship, but we were dominant in the ABA. It's like my Lions used to win a lot of championships, and but no Super Bowls. No Super Bowls.
It's coming.
It's coming.
One sweet day. Rick Barry end up this was I didn't quite understand this, but somehow he got summoned back to Golden State to finish out his contract in the NBA. The show kind of ends with a proposed merger with the ABA and NBA, but then the NBA players protested. The players didn't like it because, like I was saying earlier, it gives them less options when both leagues were happening. When the ABA started to get rolling, everybody in both leagues' salaries went way up because now there was competition. So that is the good
That's
part.
the best thing that could happen to the players if there's like legit competition where you can say,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well, guess what? If we're going to bounce if you don't pay us, baby.
Sure. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a day where Savannah Ball is competing with MLB and you get like Shohei Ohtani playing Savannah Ball.
We could offer $1 billion to Shohei Ohtani.
He just brings his dog out there on the field with him and starts goofing around. And this episode ended with Dr. J, unfortunately, going to the NBA. And then I think that's where episode 3.
The downfall
now
is
the
imminent.
death.
The
Jim, how
downfall
much
is
knowledge
imminent.
of the ABA did you have going into this?
Going
Yeah,
into this,
I-
0.
Okay.
I had very little.
And my interest has been piqued.
Yeah.
Just little stories, like just kind of knowing of like it was much more individualistic, fun, kind of flashy, offensive
Yeah.
game than the NBA.
I love it.
That's all I knew.
Well, it's like seeing a snapshot. Like there's probably times in your life where you had a favorite place to go and maybe a bar or something, and that whole feeling lasted for like maybe 3-4 years, and now nothing can ever sort of be the same
Yep.
like that.
Yeah.
And that's what this kind of reminded me of. And you just see
Yeah.
these guys glowing when they're talking about it, and
They remember it so
Glory
fondly,
days.
and I'm just like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
well, they were the underdog, and they were making their own rules too.
days.
Like it was. It's such a cool thing to see. It's very American too to see.
Yep.
Disruptors as they're called today.
And I feel like it's something that can only happen back then because now you have the leagues that are so entrenched and whatnot. Now there's no way anything can be comparable that could like compete with the NBA or the MLB or NFL.
I don't even know what that would look like nowadays. Like
You would, I don't know, you would need like the rest of the world coming together and starting their own like worldwide league that could pay hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, you couldn't compete with the salaries.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no shot you can compete with any of the salaries.
Yeah, essentially you would have to. I don't even know. I really don't know. It's just it's too bad. But it is also a very American story in the sense where something cool is happening, and then it just gets bought out and absorbed by
the bigger deal.
Corporate America.
Yeah, by the
But
establishment.
you see, like what it tries to
incumbents.
tell you is like, hey, the NBA needed this to become what it became. Like it needed to combine both
Yeah.
ideas, and that's kind of what the idea. And they always show like some of the flashier players like Allen Iverson and people like that, and how they were very influenced by the ABA,
Absolutely,
which is
yeah.
cool to see.
Yeah, no, it's real cool. I mean, they even feature, Dr. J playing at Rucker Park, which is the famous,
Yep,
street ball kind of
New York City.
place in New York where, like, I mean, Kobe Bryant's
All-
played there before, but, it's a very
Yeah.
stylized game over there. You got to be tough and you got to be cool, It's
Yeah,
it's a thing, and that's a lot of what the ABA embodied. Yeah, so I know it's fascinating, and we'll wrap it up. I think there's only 2 episodes left, and we'll go over that next week, and then we'll look for new stuff.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Did you watch the Stone Age?
Not yet, Maddie.
Oh my god,
Well,
So
Maddie, why
mad.
don't we review the Stone Age when we're done with this?
sounds like a plan.
I mean,
Yes.
you don't even need to
I'm down.
rewatch it. So
He will though. He will.
Yeah,
I will.
He'll watch it. Still watch another.
I'll watch
5
it a few
times.
more times.
It was on the TV today when I turned it on. It was on my Samsung channel.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
What scene did you turn it on to?
I don't know. Just that guy's so ugly. One of the leads. He's
Pack?
not Clifton Gonzalez.
You mean the
or-
guy that gets the girl?
I think so. He's just like I'd never seen him in anything else. Like I don't.
He was in Powder. A bully in powder.
Yeah, I could totally see that. You guys got anything you want to add
That's
before we cut
it.
out for the day?
Until tomorrow, we're getting close to March Madness
March
and
Madness
spring
is we've
football.
got what? Like there's only a couple more games.
This
I
is the
think
year Nebraska wins a tournament game. I can feel
fucking
it.
better be.
It
First time
is,
in
Jim.
history.
It is, Jim. You'll get at least one and then maybe two, I think.
They'll burn down the city if it happens.
Two would go crazy.
Cornfields are on fire.
What's the city Nebraska, University of Nebraska's in?
Lincoln.
They're gonna burn that city down.
The America East Conference, I believe, starts their conference tournament this week.
And I'll be rooting for Florida Atlantic.
What
No,
are
that's
they?
the Atlantic. My bad.
That's CUSA, or they're in the AAC.
I think they're in the Atlantic. I know. Hold on.
FAU, I think, is in. They're either CUSA.
American.
I think they might be CUSA.
No, they're an American.
They're the American.
And I'll be rooting for Florida Atlantic.
That tournament starts next week. I think most other tournaments start next week.
Saturday? No, it's just a regular game.
No, but the America East, Maddie, which is a different.
Oh yeah,
conference.
okay, you're right. You're right.
They start.
I
They
can't
start
keep
Saturday.
track of the basketball. You know, there's like double the amount of D1 basketball schools.
Yes, the
Well,
A
it's a
Suns.
fun time.
The A Suns starts Wednesday.
It's a fun ass time, I'll tell you that.
It's great.
You mean
Shout out.
not in 2 days, so.
Yeah, the A Suns starts literally in 2
Yeah,
days.
I want you guys to
Shout
keep
out
me
Lipscomb.
posted on your best bets as far as the real small schools go. Like, please.
Well, I got a tip about Sam Houston.
Oh, did you?
The Big South also starts their conference tournament on
who's in
Wednesday.
the
Shout
Big
out
South?
Radford. Shout out High Point.
Oh boy,
Sam Houston, everybody's on.
perennial powerhouses.
When's the Big Ten start theirs?
Not
Next
till-
Tuesday. Next Tuesday, a week
Oh,
from
Yeah, not for
Tuesday.
a while.
Yeah, so I'll be going on just after.
And Nebraska will probably have a bye, which they usually never get.
They've had, I think 2 years ago they had a bye. We might get more than one bye this year, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see which
Couple-
other ones. So, like
Couple teams don't even make the tournament.
the CAA starts on Friday. The Horizon League also, which is very weird. They do theirs literally.
Basketball on all
Theirs
day
technically
for a
started
couple weeks.
today. The Horizon
Really?
League. Yeah.
Interesting.
They had a play in for their conference tournament.
That's realer.
Well, that's not going to be fair because their winner will be so
Yeah.
rested compared to everybody else's.
Shout out schools like Oakland, Green Bay is in this conference. Youngstown State is in the Horizon League. Ivy League is for a while. Thursday for the MAAC, the Metro Atlantic Conference.
This is a crazy game. Today, the 11-21 Cleveland State beat IU of Indianapolis 7-25.
IUPUI.
Certainly that's IU. That's in Pennsylvania. This is IU Indianapolis. They're 7-25, lost to 11-21. So these are some scrappy teams.
Damn right they are.
Probably won't see them cutting down nets in March, but you never know.
Or
They're
isn't
still
there like there's one of those like Indiana school, but it's some school, but it's in a different state. Like it's Indiana, but it's in Ohio or something.
Yeah.
There's like Purdue's in other places too, I think.
Yeah.
Thursday for the Missouri Valley as well. I'm trying to see the NEC also starts Wednesday, like schools like Long Island, Stonehill, Wagner, Ohio Valley, of course, starts. Shout out Lindenwood. I will always rep Lindenwood. They're one of my favorite teams to like bet and go for on the season. I don't know. It's been like a 2-year thing going. Patriot League starts tomorrow as well. Shout out Bucknell. Shout out Holy Cross. I'm trying to see anything else. The SoCon Southern Conference starts this Friday. That's got the Citadel, Walford, Mercer, Sanford, some other teams in there.
Yeah, starting Wednesday, you're getting games at 9, 11 in the morning.
Oh,
yes, sir. Oral Roberts in the Summit League, baby.
That's for some serious
one of my
gambling.
favorites. Yeah.
Bobby Roberts.
Yeah,
Also the University of Omaha, 5 seed. in
that's
that
where
league.
degenerates are just throwing money at anything.
Oh, Maddie, it's not thrown into anything. These are awesome, fun games to bet on during the day. Sun Belt.
Oh yeah.
The Sun Belt's one of the crazier ones that I don't like. So like in the Sun Belt, imagine if Louisiana makes the semifinals. They have to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to make the finals. Troy only has to play 1 game to make the finals. Because it's the Sun Belt is a ladder.
Really?
Oh, so it's like, yeah, your bottom 4 teams, like they play each other, they move up to the next group. Like
I kind of like
Troy,
that. It makes it really difficult.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Troy gets 5 buys.
5? No.
Troy and Marshall get 5 buys in this tournament.
That's so many.
And then like App State and Central Coastal Carolina get 4 buys. And it's so on and so on. So like your bottom tier teams have to play up to like 8 games in a row to win the conference tournament.
Crazy, and I like it.
I love it. I love it. West Coast Conference also begins this Thursday. Pepperdine, I'm pretty sure that's like Gonzaga, St. Mary's, yep. And then the WAC starts next week. But we're basically for me, it's once conference tournaments start up, that's March Madness.
Sure. No, I agree.
It's going to be awesome and fun.
Yeah, because it's nonstop. It's nonstop from there. All right, Maddie, you going to give us a strip show back there? What are you doing?
Oh, also, UFL football starts this month.
Okay. Well, we'll have to do a little preview of that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week for another exciting edition of the Sports Hole.
Sports Hole.